Hey everyone, my name is Wedge and welcome to the second week of Dominaria preview season. We are raring and ready to go for another dose of insane previews because this set is bonkers fantastic. If you've missed our preview coverage up to this point, you can click the first link in the description to go right to our playlist. And if you're at all excited about Dominaria and love hitting little buttons that look like this, be sure to hit that like button right below the video. It helps out a lot. And as Mario would say, let's go! Evra, Halcyon, Witness is 4 of anything and 2 white for a 4/4 legendary creature avatar with lifelink. You can pay 4 mana and exchange your life total with Evra. Dang, this card requires a lot of courage. When you exchange that life total, you may have a gigantic avatar, but your life total becomes hella low. Granted, in Commander, I won't say no to a 40/40 avatar with lifelink that basically restores all of the life you lost in one attack. It's nice you can use this in combat. It isn't so expensive that you won't be able to cast it multiple times later in the game, just in case something goes wrong. I do like this card. I expect it'll end up in some kind of life gain deck, probably Orzhov if we're being honest, but finding its way into a deck that splashes blue might also be nice. Having to rely on multiple casts of the ability, pretty loose if you ask me. Anyways, hard to say no to a 40/40 with lifelink, especially when it looks just like a doll from World of Warcraft. I mean, it does, right? It looks like Evra should be in Shattrath right now. Can't let that city fall again. All right, I need to calm down. This is a Magic channel, not World of Warcraft. I have to remind myself of that every day. It's a struggle sometimes. Tempest Djinn is 3 blue mana for a 0/4 Djinn with flying. Tempest Djinn gets +1/+0 for each basic island you control. I am loving the cycle of triple cost creatures. It comes with a lot of potential power, but with a very specific mana requirement. Now, unlike mono green, where the champion is just straight up easy to play in anything, the Djinn isn't going to just fit into any blue deck and be fine. It has flying, so maybe if there's some type of blue-based aggro deck, this could help curve top. It isn't going to be in control decks because they won't run enough islands, and this isn't powerful enough to be the only creature in the deck. In limited, it does reward you for going mono blue or at least blue heavy, and with 4 toughness in the air, not a lot is going to take it down, so that's something. But I would really like to see the Djinn in standard. I honestly don't know what kind of deck it'll fit into. The potential is there though, but the jury's still out for me. Final parting is 3 of anything and 2 black for a sorcery. Search your library for 2 cards, put one into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Then shuffle your library. Don't get me wrong, we've seen some morbid cards featuring Liliana, but this one, dang. This is Liliana confronting her brother that she turned into basically a zombie hundreds of years ago. Final parting is her undoing the magic that keeps him quote-unquote alive. The set, man, we're getting so heavy up in here. Liliana wasn't even a huge character in the original Dominarian lore way back when, but somehow, her coming back and dealing with her brother, it feels natural. It feels like an original Dominarian plotline. It's powerful stuff up in here. Gaia's Blessing is getting a sweet standard reprint, and that is pretty cool since it's such an OG card. But the real reason I'm excited about it, that artwork, hot dang, David Palumbo, are you kidding me right now? Just making good art like it's nobody's business. Was there a memo sent to every single artist on this set that just said, paint out of your mind? That's what it seems like. My goodness. Let me get that sword in foil, a print, I'll frame them together, I'll open a museum. Unreal. Multani, Yavimaya's avatar, is 4 of anything and 2 green for a 0/0 legendary creature elemental avatar with reach and trample. Multani gets +1/+1 for each land you control and each land card in your graveyard. You can also pay 2 mana and return 2 lands you control to their owner's hand to return Multani from your graveyard to your hand. I don't know about any of you, but whenever I see each land card in your graveyard, I basically pee a little bit. Get Rog Monster, Titania. Multani is basically made for decks that interact with lands in their graveyard. That's a given. Now, beyond that, he's pretty great. 6 mana for what will undoubtedly be at least a 4/4 or 5/5, most of the time much larger than that. He comes with reach, great for bricking flyers, and trample, great for dunking over everything. And his recursion ability isn't really even a drawback. You can just let Multani die, return lands to your hand, bring him back for a super low cost, return the 2 lands you tap to bring him back, then play those lands again, get the landfall triggers off of the obvious Omnath trigger since this goes in that deck too, and play Multani again, ready to beat face once more. Make no mistake, Multani is huge, and just because he synergizes so well with the lands in your graveyard doesn't mean he isn't great elsewhere. We're talking playable in almost all green decks as simply a giant creature that's near impossible to get rid of beyond exiling. There's a lot of value here. Multani is pretty great, a fitting tribute to the Marrow Sorcerer himself. As we begin the second week of previews, we're really starting to see the plane of Dominaria take shape. Today's previews weren't numerous, but they meant a lot. They help portray the kind of plane Dominaria is. one that is deep, important, meaningful, beautiful, chaotic. It seems like each preview card released has some type of fate attached to it, like each card really matters. I don't know if that's how it feels to you, but that's how it feels to me. Now I'd love to hear what you're thinking about Dominaria, so please leave some comments below talking about it. Most hype set we've seen in a long time. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. This video is brought to you in part by TCGplayer.com. While insanely popular, Dominaria boxes are still pre-ordering for $92 each. If you don't have a local game store or yours is charging way too much, you can click the link on the screen, pre-order your boxes for $92 each, and they will be shipped right to your door day of release. Can't get much better than that. And it helps the channel. It's a win-win. Enjoy.